That's all I need, man. Just 12 pairs of underwear.
And a toothbrush.
Yes, actually. That'll be from the EQ guys. Well, howdy.
Hey, George.
You want to ask a question? It's $5. I'm up like $80 on you guys right now.
Let's just get right into it, George. A big talking point has been looking at your last, 8 games, say, like going back to last year, and said, where's his, Kittle's typical pass catching production? And so I'm sure there's a lot that goes into it. But anyway, how would you respond? How would you explain kind of what's going on?
Who's talking about that? You guys?
It's just all over. Some people may have written about it, yeah.
Yeah, 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's football. I mean, there's great games, there's bad games. I won a 3-game stretch for, like 450 yards or 400 yards. And sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. Sometimes defenses have really good game plans. I'm double covered the entire time. And the other times you play the Rams and you got to have 6 guys on the line of scrimmage to account for 99, who's one of the best players in the game. And it just is what it is. And, well, hey, I would love to have 100 yards receiving and a touchdown every single game. As long as I'm impacting the game in a positive way. I mean, as long as we're winning games, I don't really care.
Your first catch.
Does it make sense to you, like why certain games you get more receiving yards than others?
No, I mean, I'll tell you this, there's been games where I have not been in the game plan hardly what it seems like, and I've had 100+ yards, and then there's times where I've had oh my gosh, I'm going to get 20 catches this week, and I have 2 catches. So, I couldn't really put a finger on it. I will tell you, you can go into games and you can see, how they double cover certain people and stuff like that, and hey, it's going to be tough, or, I get a lot of my yardage in the play action keeper game, and when you go against a lot of 3-4 teams, you kind of have to get away from that just based off of how they play the bootlegs and stuff like that, and so that takes out a chunk, but, I mean, I'm here, I'm playing football, I'm just happy to be healthy and happy to be out there with the guys.
Your first catch working against Ernest Jones, you hadn't really cleared him yet when Jimmy released that ball. You're on the left side, it goes to the right. How, when he is throwing into those kinds of windows, how important is rapport? How important is getting a few weeks of reps and practice to be able to run those successfully?
I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. It's funny, we actually repped that play 3 times against a single high safety where I had to keep it down the tube and just happened to come out there and a split safety so I had to bend it in there. We've done it a lot. Obviously, I've been with Jimmy for 5 years. Kind of know what he's looking at. He knows how I'm feeling the plays, and it was definitely fun just to be able to go out there and get a nice little explosive.
You guys have communication during the game, hey, I'm open on this.
I'm open every play, man. Okay. I make sure to tell him that. Jimmy, Deebo's touchdown, I was wide open. I swear to God, I beat the guy on the seam route. I was wide open. But yeah, no, there's always communication out there.
And then, how much pride do you take in the Jeff Wilson touchdown run and the Deebo Samuel?
Oh, you kidding me? I mean, the Jeff Wilson run was awesome. Charlie had a great wham block on the nose guard. I did not block who I was supposed to block, but I blocked somebody that was important, so that's what matters. Seeing Jeff hit almost 21 was awesome. And then Deebo, Deebo's a fantastic football player. He did so many great things. When you look at the tape, you got Colt McKivitz chasing the play down. Ayuk got a block at the end. I get a block. Juwan Jennings turns upfield, and Kyle Juszczyk ends up running a choice and sprints up, gets a block. You have the whole team out there knowing that every time, whether it's Ayuk, me, Deebo, Juice, when these guys touch the football, you can score. And so, you out there, just put a little bit of extra effort into your blocking after a catch or something, you're going to look at more touchdowns, more highlight plays. So I'm just happy to be a part of a team like that.
You're supposed to hit the outside linebacker on that play, and you hit the...
I ended up hitting, I'm pretty sure it was a 5 technique, hit 94. He kind of fell off, and I was like, I might as well hit the big guy.
That's good.
Oh, Petey, you're going to cut him off now? Who didn't ask a question? It's $5. That's tough. I'm up 15.
So you use a lot of wide receiver screens as a downfield blocker against the Rams, and you're often, I think on Deebo's 29-yarder on 3rd down, you found a small person.
Yeah.
I mean, do you enjoy that because you're often going to hit a cornerback or something?
John Embry told me, my old tight end coach, that there's never a time where a DB will not try to knife your legs out when you're trying to go up and catch a football, hit in the ribs, take a cheap shot at you when you're not looking. So when you have an opportunity to inflict some pain into them, screw them and take advantage of it. So I will.
All right. Sounds